Right, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about 13 films that I've watched over the last week to a week and a half, possibly 2 weeks. So there are some bangers in here, unexpected bangers, and there are some duds as well. So it's a bit of a mixture, mostly good, I feel. But yeah, let's get into it and I'll talk about what I've watched. So, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well on this Easter holiday weekend. So I'm going to talk about 13 films. I'm going to break it down into sections. So the first two are going to be my cinema two that I've watched recently. Then we've got horror four films of horror after that. Then we've got a triple UK films, so 3 films from the UK after that. Then I've got a double old school martial arts, and then I've got some random 2 at the end as well. So let's just get straight into it with a cinema one. I done a quick short on it yesterday, and it is They Will Kill You. So I'll give you a little bit more. Won't dive in too much of the plot because I don't want to ruin it for everyone. And we'll try and breeze through these films so this video is not too long and people don't get bored, and I don't get bored talking. So right, so They Will Kill You, film from this year, and it we focus on a character called Asia, and she's basically applied for a job as a housemaid at this luxury hotel called the Virgil. So when she goes in there, she realizes the residents and the people that are living in there are all part of a satanic cult, and they basically play this game where they kill you, basically. So, and then she's on the run. But it's a action comedy horror, this one. And like I said, it is funny in bits. Actually, there's quite a lot of bits that are funny in it. As a film as a whole, I thought it was a bit too long, but it was okay. It was definitely okay. So yeah, I don't want to spoil it, go into like major details, because you know I don't want to give any spoilers away. But let me know what you think of this film, if you've seen it, if you're gonna see it. But yeah, throw me your comments and let me know. So that's the first film, Let Them Kill You. Do you know what? I keep forgetting the title, but you know what I mean. So let's just move on to the next one. Right, so next up, same again. It came out this year, another horror film, and this is called Strangers Chapter 3. Now, I'm going to give you a heads up. I'm going to give spoilers on this one. Not too many, but I'm going to give a few spoilers. So if you don't want to know the spoilers of this film, just fast forward past this one. But here we basically still follow the character of Maya. She was in part 1, survived part 1. She was on the run in part 2. And here, part 3, she ends up basically killing Pin-Up Girl. And you got Scarecrow, who captures her and tries to make her the third one in their group, so to try and get her in their group. And that's basically the story here. It's not a good film for me. I didn't like it. If we're going back to all the strangers, I enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed number 2, which was the Pray at Night with the caravan. I didn't mind that one. And then these 3, yeah, the first one was okay, I guess, but number 2, nah, and chapter 3, nah. So yeah, that's just a quick review on that one. But let me know if you've seen any of these 3 and tell me what you think of them. But for me personally, I didn't like them. But yeah, Strangers Chapter 3. Right, so next up, from 2003, I believe. 17. Wow, did I say 3? 2017. I don't know what I was thinking there. I saw Ollie first. Ollie Loves Movies review this ages ago, and I bought it after his review, and it's just been sitting on my shelf. But I finally got round to it, and it is Happy Death Day. Now, this one we follow a character called Tree, and she basically wakes up in a dorm after a night out, and there's a guy there called Carter, another student called Carter, and she's trying to figure out what happened the night before, and then she goes about her day. She goes about, it's not really a spoiler, but she ends up getting killed, and then she wakes up back in the dorm exactly the same day, which is her birthday as well. And she basically, it's Groundhog Day basically, this film. And she basically has to figure out who this killer is, who keeps killing her basically. So she's reliving the same day again and again and again, and she has to figure out why and who is this person that keeps killing her. This surprised me, this did. Really enjoyed this one. I thought it was funny. It was really good. Really enjoyed this one. But yeah, give us your thoughts on this one. Let me know if you've seen it. Throw me in the comments. But happy Death Day. So we're going to continue straight on because we've got Happy Death Day 2. So this one really good. This one here. Let's put it on the floor. So here again we follow the same characters from the first film. We've got Tree again, and here it basically is slightly different. This one, it's more of a parallel universe, this one. So one of the guys who was briefly in the first one is more into this one, and now he wakes up and he's going through a loop. But he's like a kind of scientist who's working on something which has changed the progression of time and multi-universe. And this one goes into multi-universes where they have different lives and people have different lives. So yeah, different this one. Definitely not as good as the first one. It was okay. I probably wouldn't go back to this one. This one was probably a one and done. First one, very good. This one, okay. This one, but yeah, let me know if you've seen number 2 as well. So yeah, that is Happy Death Day 1 and 2. Okay, so next up from 2009 is Drag Me to Hell. So I won this in a competition I took part of over at Drew's Movie Club. So I was very lucky to be a winner, and Drew sent this over to me. So I've only just got round to watching it. Have seen it before, but I did forget all about it. So revisiting this was great. So we follow Christine here. She works in a bank and she's looking to get this promotion. Between her and this new guy, both looking to get this promotion. Now she's a little bit more sort of laid back in the sense of if you go and ask for a loan, she'll just give you it. And her boss wants her to be a bit more ruthless and turn people down. So for her to get this promotion, this elderly lady comes in and she wants an extension on her loan basically, or she's going to lose her house. She says no, and this elderly lady basically puts a curse on her. And that's where things get going. So it's the car scene straight after that bit is funny, very good, and very funny as well at the same time. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to ruin it, but yeah, she basically has to figure out how to drop this curse. So she goes with her, but she's got a boyfriend as well. She goes and sees like this fortune teller as well to see if he can help. So yeah, it goes from there. It really goes from there, but very good in my opinion. Let me know if you've seen this one, but yeah, this one was a great watch. So yeah, that is Drag Me to Hell. So next up from 2004, we have got The Village. Now this one is a first time watch for me. I've heard nothing but praise for this film. I've heard when people talk about it, so I thought let me give it a go. Now here, got a good cast in this one. You've got Wacky Phoenix, Adrian Brody, Sigourney Weaver. So you know you've got a good cast in this one. So you've got this community basically that live in this village surrounded by the woods. The forbidden woods or whatever. You can't go out into the woods basically because there's creatures out there. So they basically they keep the community scared not to go outside the village. So they keep themselves away from the real world, and they just keep themselves within the village. They keep themselves, and they need medicine. So for them to get medicine, they have to venture out, obviously, into the world. Now, reading it, I was really intrigued by the story. I was like, sounds really good. But I'll be honest, for me personally, didn't do it for me, this film. I mean, I don't know. I was bored with this one. I didn't feel it. If you want my honest opinion, I always give my honest opinion, but so that is my opinion. I was just bored with it. I couldn't wait for it to finish. To be fair, I did finish it, and the twist and everything at the end. I was like, okay, yeah. I thought it was good. I think if anything, I'm looking for a modern take on this. Someone to take it and give me a modern take on it. So yeah, it's probably an unpopular opinion, but let me know what you think of it. But they were my thoughts on The Village. Wasn't for me, this one. Right, so that was the horror section done. So I'm going to move over to the UK trilogy 3. And the first one out of the 3 is Kidulthood. I've not seen these films in years, so it was good revisiting these. And here we basically follow these kids in school, and one of them commits suicide. One of these kids commits suicide. The school obviously closes, and we follow these kids on what they get up to. And it's, you know, I was going to say it's the usual stuff we all got up to back in the day, but, you know, drinking, drugs, sex, you know, fighting. It's all in here. It's about basically these gangs getting together and fighting each other. So I hadn't seen this for a long time. Revisiting it, I think it was better back in the day for me. Watching it now, I thought this was okay. And that's where we sort of follow it up with Adulthood. I preferred Adulthood now, probably. I think because I'm older, I think I prefer this one. And this one we follow, is it Jay? Is it? Sam, sorry, Sam. I was thinking Jay. Sam. So 6 years after the Kidulthood, we follow Sam, who comes out of prison, and he's got a different mentality now. He wants to basically make things right with things that went wrong in the first film. Not going to ruin it if you haven't seen it. But the people who obviously he'd done the wrongs to have never forgotten. So once they know he's out of prison, they want to just get him, kill him, you know, just do bad things to him basically. And he's trying to find a way to make things right. So this one, yeah, this one's still good to me, this one. I enjoyed this one. So that is Adulthood. And that was 6 years after the first one. And then we end it with Brotherhood. Now this was a first time watch for me, this one. Now this is basically 10 years after Adulthood. So we still follow the character of Sam, and he's now got a family. So he's got a girl, he's got a missus, so he is pretty settled. But obviously the past doesn't go away, and again, it catches up with him. It does. And now in this one, he's got to protect his family in this one. So you've got the old generation of people that didn't like him, and you've also got new generation of thugs and people, you know, that are all involved. So in here, he's got to try and protect his family. So this was okay, you know, kind of, it finishes the trilogy off, I guess. But all in all, they were still good watches. All in London. You've got all the sort of London talk, if you like, you know. But yeah, as a 3, I enjoy them still. I think they're still good. Some better than others. I think Adulthood's probably my favourite of the 3. But let me know if you've seen these 3. Which one's your favourite? If you like all 3 of them, or if not. But for me, they're still a good watch for sure. So yeah, that is the Hood trilogy, UK Hood trilogy. Next up, I've got the action double. So this one, I think I showed you on my pickups, this one here, and it is Van Damme's Double Impact 4K. So it's a fairly new release, this one. So I'm sure everyone's seen this film, so I'm not even going to dive strongly into the plot. You've got Alex and Chad, Van Damme. They get split up at birth, and they pretty much get together in Hong Kong team up to avenge the people who killed their dad. So there's your story with this one. Is it still good? Very good. I still really enjoy this film. I remember watching it loads back in the day. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I slotted straight into it, and you know, I can remember some of the bits word for word. I can remember, but it's, you know, what's not to like? Martial arts, Van Damme. For me, you can't go wrong with Van Damme. So yeah, let me know if you've picked this up and if you still like it like you used to. But for me, still a classic, still a great, and that's Double Impact. Right, next martial arts pickup I've got. I'm using the same case. I've shown you this case before, but it's when I watched Ong Bak. But it's a double feature, and it is Warrior King. It is, aka the Protector. So this is the one I've watched recently. Now here, Tony Jaa, classic Tony Jaa. He's basically, they're in Thailand. They've got some elephants. And these elephants are like family to them. They get stolen and taken to Sydney, Australia. And then it's up to Tony Jaa to get to Australia and kick everyone's ass to get the elephants back. There's your story. So fight scenes are great. If anything, I think they're better in this one than Ong Bak. And Ong Bak is awesome, but I think the villains in this one are better because you've got massive, massive guys in this one as well who he's got to fight. Not just one, not two, but there's three of them. He's got and yeah, how he takes them down is awesome. So great fight scenes, and yeah, it's a great watch still. Saw it years ago, but again, I forgot about this one. I forgot. But yeah, let me know if you've seen Warrior King, but another classic in my opinion. Right, so next up, throwback to 2013, and it is Gravity. Again, not seen this in years. So I've not seen this. I actually forgot all about this film. So yeah, Sandra Bullock, George Clooney, in space, doing space stuff, basically. I think that's the best way I can put it. And debris hits their shuttle, destroys their shuttle. So then they've got to work together to figure out how to get back. They got to figure out. Now, good. This is good. Yeah, this is a good film. I've really enjoyed this one. And even though, well, to be fair, I was going to say, even though it's a Blu-ray, it looks great on Blu-ray. It looks great. I don't know if there's a 4K of this out there, but this was probably good enough for me. I thought it looked really good, all the visuals and that. So yeah, Gravity, for me, good watch. I'll keep this, and I will watch it again down the line, but I really enjoyed this one. But give us your thoughts on Gravity. For me, it's good. Right, so last up, certainly not least, it is last year's film of Jackie Chan's latest film of Shadow's Edge. Now, 4K, this one. So yeah, this only came out a few months ago, I think, on 4K. Last month, February. Yeah, it came out in February. So here we've got Jackie Chan, who's a retired surveillance officer, and they bring him back into the fold to help solve a crime, but basically help capture these crypto thieves. So what I will say about this film, started off great. The start of this film was non-stop action, all go. You got the thieves coming in, stealing the cryptocurrency, and their getaway, how they get away. It's really good how it's done. And then after that, I think it's very, very drags. It just drags. Very slow after that, because basically they bring Jackie Chan in after, and it is there's a lot of surveillance after that. It's you know, looking out, surveilling, sort of, you know, looking for people where they're going, and it is a drag after that. And then it gets to a point where it picks up again, and I will say Jackie Chan's fight scenes are great still. I mean, he's not jumping out of windows and off ledges and stuff like that, but hand-to-hand combat, you know, thrown around the room still. It's still him doing it, you know, at his age. I think it's great. So yeah, seeing Jackie Chan is great. Fight scenes great. Action at the start great. As a film as a whole, I mean, yeah, I probably won't go back to it. I don't know is the answer, whether I'd go back to this one. But yeah, let me know if you've seen this one. But yeah, Shadow's Edge with Jackie Chan. But there you go. That's it. 13 films in total. So a couple of cinema releases, some horror stuff, couple of action, couple of randoms at the end as well. So yeah, give me your thoughts on anything. Message me up for anything. Let me know what you thought of these films. If I had to put them in some kind of order of what I enjoyed more than anything, I mean, a lot of them I've seen before. Double Impact will be up there. Obviously, the Drag Me to Hell, that's definitely up there. And the surprise one was Happy Death Day. Very, very surprised with that one. I've really enjoyed that one. So if you haven't seen it, that would be my recommendation. Happy Death Day. But all the others, Warrior King, they're all great martial arts stuff. So there you go. That's it. Let me sign out. That's me signing out now. So yeah, like and subscribe and everything else. Throw me your comments. I'll always reply. Enjoy the Easter weekend. Hope you all have a good one. I was going to say have some nice eggs, I was going to say, but yeah, don't worry about that now. So yeah, just enjoy the Easter weekend. All right, take care all. I'll see you all soon. All right.